For over 14 centuries, the power and wealth of Christianity only existed in places like the Vatican. But in the last 100 years, that dynamic in the USA has been changing. Incredible wealth is being created with a powerful promise: donate to God, and God will make you rich. But are these acts of financial faith being rewarded, or are people's beliefs being exploited for financial gain? This is the dark and controversial world of televangelism, where spiritual leadership meets slick marketing and preaching has become profitable. Welcome to Economic View. Today, we're revealing the faith, fraud, and federal tax breaks behind this secret billion-dollar faith economy. Religious broadcasting began in the 1930s with Archbishop Fulton J. Sheen's The Catholic Hour on NBC. But the televangelism economy wouldn't transform until preachers discovered a powerful truth: people give more if they believe it will make them rich. This revelation turned traditional Christian charity on its head. Instead of giving to help others, donating became a form of investment banking, where seeds of specific dollar amounts promised divine dividends. This is the prosperity gospel, a doctrine suggesting that faith, positive thinking, and generous donations will multiply returns in health, wealth, and happiness.
The size of your seed will determine the size of your harvest. I don't understand why, but there's something happens at a level where people step into faith and give $1,000 that don't happen at other levels.
You're going to have a breakthrough through this $273 seed.
All you've got is $1,000. Listen, that's not enough money anyway to buy the house. You're trying to get in the apartment. You're trying to buy the house. That's not enough money anyway. You get to that phone and you put that seed in the ground and watch God work it out.
This shift revolutionized religious fundraising. Pat Robertson exemplifies this evolution perfectly. He started with a modest pitch. He asked his 700 local network viewers to donate $10 monthly to support his Christian broadcasting network known as CBN, which needed around $7,000 per month to stay on the air. Robertson realized his supporters were donating far more than he needed, but rather than inform them, he continued to seek more and more donations. This built CBN into a religious broadcasting empire, one Disney would later buy for $2 billion. His success proved that the prosperity gospel could transform the life of a preacher. But what about his flock? We'll come on to that later. And in the meantime, you could transform the life of this channel by giving us a like on this video if you're enjoying it. The practice of televangelism boomed in the 1980s, with over 1,300 religious radio stations and 220 television stations broadcasting around the clock. You may recognize preachers like Robert Tilton from this period.
I'm just getting into a prophetic vein. Someone with a digestive tract problems, quickly call. We've seen midgets grow. We've seen arms and legs that stop growing because of growth cells that stop. I don't make this stuff up.
Other preachers, like Todd Kuntz, marketed themselves as financial deliverers. Chosen by God, they asked for donations of $273 or $333 as spiritual investments. The message was clear: the larger your seed, the bigger your heavenly reward. Jimmy Swaggart's preaching journey was remarkable. He went from earning $40 weekly in rural Louisiana to commanding $150 million each year by 1987. That's nearly $500,000 every day. These huge revenues funded lifestyles that they used to prove their message. Mansions on manicured acres, private jets, luxury cars, and more. These weren't only about comfort, they were marketing tools. Tangible proof that the prosperity gospel worked. Jim and Tammy Faye Bakker took this prosperity message to new heights, building a 2,300-acre empire complete with a 500-room hotel and water park. Their innovative lifetime partnership scheme, selling $1,000 annual 3-night hotel stays, proved too successful for their own good. They sold 66,000 partnerships for a hotel that couldn't accommodate them all, leading to Jim Bucker's eventual conviction for fraud. Yet the industry didn't just survive such scandals, it thrived. Today, the prosperity gospel has reached its peak. The top 8 televangelists command a combined fortune of $640 million. Kenneth Copeland, the industry's wealthiest figure, epitomizes this prosperity, with his fleet of private jets worth $20 million, $1.9 million in luxury cars, and a $7 million lakefront mansion that remarkably qualifies for a 100% tax break, as it's a religious building. Even with all those donations, the biggest boon for televangelism is the tax conditions. This spiritual empire operates with remarkable financial freedom. Since 2014, the IRS has maintained a hands-off approach to church audits, creating a sanctuary where donations flow without oversight. Their donations are tax-exempt, as are many of their costs and overheads. This allows these churches to build unimaginable wealth and ensures that they aren't required to give back to their donors, even through the societal benefits provided by taxes. But the human cost of these prosperity promises is profound. Now you may be thinking, no one has been forced to donate, so where's the harm? But that ignores the fact that these preachers target the most vulnerable members of society. Larry Fidet's story is a perfect illustration of the darkest side of prosperity preaching. Struggling with a sick daughter and a failing business, he sold his van for $600, sending the money to Todd Coons in the hope of a miracle. That miracle never came, but Fidet continued donating, eventually contributing $20,000 to various ministries. When he finally needed help for his daughter's medical treatment, these same ministries turned him away. Some televangelists even venture beyond financial promises into more dangerous territory. Jim Bucker faced legal action for selling a supposed COVID-19 cure for $125 per bottle. Benny Hinn's ministry accepted monthly pledges from parents whose blind child, suffering from a brain tumor, never received the promised healing. Peter Popoff even marketed miracle manna, bread he claimed could materialize money for his believers. Many televangelists have also been known to specifically target congregants with financial difficulties like credit card debt, knowing they'd be more likely to spend frivolously and taking advantage of their desperation to drive their targets even deeper into debt whilst lining their own pockets.
I have a feeling that somebody that wants a credit card debt wiped out, that if you'll use your faith as you sow the $1,000 on a credit card, as you use your faith, God's going to wipe out your credit card indebtedness.
Even natural disasters reveal the contradiction between prosperity preaching and practical charity. When Hurricane Harvey struck Houston, Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church, a 606,000 square foot facility generating $89 million annually, he initially refused to shelter evacuees, claiming flooding made the building inaccessible. But local photos by newspaper reporters suggested otherwise, while his financial records showed the church returned barely 1% of its income to local community causes. As you can see, the economics of televangelism reveal a profound paradox. Ministries accumulating vast wealth and harming their followers, while preaching about the virtues of helping others. These empires built on tax-free donations raise crucial questions about the intersection of faith, finance, and accountability in modern America. While their followers seek spiritual guidance and divine intervention, these religious entrepreneurs have perfected a system where proclamations of prosperity generate actual profits, just not necessarily for those in the pews or watching at home. The true miracle of televangelism might be its persistence. Despite scandals, exposés, and obvious contradictions, the industry continues to thrive, generating hundreds of millions in revenue while operating under minimal oversight. It's a testament to the power of hope, the allure of promised prosperity, and perhaps most importantly, the sophisticated marketing machinery that keeps the donations flowing, one seed offering at a time. What do you think? Should these institutions qualify for tax exemption? Should they be held accountable for their manipulation? Or are the donors really to blame? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. It helps out a small channel like ours a lot. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the world of investment and economics, right here on Economic View.